What's going on, America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner. This is my third video of the day. Y'all don't remember the robot, do you? Dancing, dancing, dancing. Watch me down, watch me down. Do on the scene. Yeah, good old days. Always like to give you a little something from the past, blast from the past to keep you stable, keep you grounded, and take you back in your mind before all this liberal, progressive behavior flooded our society and start just tearing it down from the inside out. Just from the inside out, unraveling it. Yep. Anyway, so apparently the Democrats is trying to duplicate a biblical story, the Tower of Babel, when God changed the language of all of the people down there that was trying to build the tower all the way to heaven. God saw them. He said, you know what? They're on one accord. And if they're on one accord, that make them strong. That make them be able to accomplish their goal because they all think the same. They all focused. You know what I'm saying? It's camaraderie. It's a lot of, just congealing together. Everybody is just completely in a symbiotic relationship. And they're just going to keep building, even unto their detriment. They're going to build so high, they're going to run out of oxygen and start dropping off, all that stuff. So God, see, let me help them out. I'm going to change their language because guess what? If I do that, they won't have nothing in common. So now all of a sudden, culturally, linguistically, all of that stuff, it would just make them just scatter. Like, dude, I have nothing in common with you anymore. We used to sit and talk about basketball and football. And when I say football, I meant like, hut one, hut two. Now you're saying football and it's something with a ball in your foot and you're kicking a ball in that's not football, man. Yeah. So now all of a sudden we don't have anything in common anymore. We can't talk about football. See, you call it the football and I call it football. So people dispersed, right? Well, what the Democrats are doing, as in regards to their lack of interest in Border Patrol, is simply allowing our culture to just be invaded. Now, remember, this has nothing to do with race. This has something to do with cultural connections, things in common. When you sit back and see a problem that is on target to bring in 100,000 people, right now, I saw a guy, Obama administration. He said, you know what? Back in the day, a bad day was 1,000 people apprehended at the border. That was a bad day. He said, I was mad when they would tell me, man, we had 1,000 apprehensions today. What? Now all of a sudden, other day, 4,000. My man said, I can't even imagine what it's like down there right about now. They're asking for backup. Now, all of a sudden, this hoax that the Democrats been saying going on down there, it's all manufactured. Everybody's making it up. Donald Trump making this manufactured crisis up. So now all of a sudden, it's no longer deniable. It's a complete crisis, and the Democrats are still holding out on giving the president the resources that he needs to stop this problem. So what they're basically doing, let me get this, people sending me messages. Anyway, what they're basically doing is trying to come up with alternative methods and suggestions to deal with the problem in which they know are not going to work, because see, secretly they're going, yes, excellent, Smithers, send more. That's what they're saying. They want to see this thing blow up because right now we're on target for 1 million people. Now you're telling me that these people up there on Capitol Hill, responsible for taking care of business, keeping us safe, they can't look at this and they can't see that our Border Patrol are being overran, and they can't listen to the requests that the Border Patrol is making. We need barriers along with some other things. And I heard some knuckleheads get Dick Durbin. We need more, technology. We got to look at these countries, because shutting down the border is not the answer. We got to look at these countries where these people are coming from and figure out how we can help them. Or you mean continuing to give billions of dollars to countries that are corrupt and ran by mostly the cartel? Let's just give money to them and hope that they just disperse it and distribute it, equally amongst the people. And if that has been happening, then why are these people still coming, Dick? That's all I want to know. See, so now all of a sudden they're talking about, well, border walls aren't the answer. We need more technology to find. No. See, what they're doing once again is skirting around stuff that works. That's what they're doing. It's the same thing of once the Sandy Hook shooting took place. We need to get that AR-15. For what? Because it's an assault weapon. You kill a lot of people. That's why we need to get it. Well, you know what would be great before I'm just thinking out loud, instead of jumping all the way over there, okay, how about we build the railroad track, link by link. Okay, because see, you're looking way up there, and there's nothing between. So how about this? How about we either arm teachers, or make sure we got metal detectors, or just simply increase some patrol officers there. We could bring in some retired military people, maybe, you know what I'm saying? They can volunteer some time. Who knows? There's a lot of other options. Why is it then that you are going after the gun versus going after some practical solutions? It's because you don't want solutions. You have a bigger goal and objective. You want the gun. That's what you want. You don't want solutions. You could care less about how many kids probably got shot up. Well, that's bad. That's horrible. But it's a convenient tragedy for us to go after that gun. So now all of a sudden, they're coming up with all these stupid excuses and alternative methods of border control. And I'm saying to myself, obviously, you people are dumb and don't understand the severity of the problem. We need a military approach towards the problem. See, and that's the problem with politicians, because see, they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about votes. That's what they're thinking. They're saying, how many is on? They sitting there licking their chops like, how many is expected to be here? 1 million? Ooh, that's 1 million more Democrats, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So before this gets really, really out of control and the people get mad at us, maybe we could milk this and maybe get another good 15, 20 million in over here. And then we'll act like we're serious enough about it. Then, oh, well, you know what? We need to actually approach this thing from an analytical standpoint and start changing some laws that enable them. That's the problem. See, if you deal with it from a military strategy or viewpoint, think about it like this. If our military had to deal with this problem, first thing we would do is say, let's look at all the elements that contribute to the problem. Let's look at the laws. Why then? If I was the general, I would be like, tell me again why our laws encourage them to come over as family asylum laws and just get caught, turn themselves in, and then we bring them in and release them. Well, okay, if that's the case, first thing we need to do is stop that law. We need to change that law immediately. Because what that does is it forces our border patrol to have to say, okay, all 700 of you people and families, come on in here. We're going to get your name, get your information and stuff. We might be able to keep you for a couple of days, but after that, we're just going to send you off into our country. That right there shows me that the Democrats are not interested in changing this, because if you were, you would look at the laws that enable it to happen. They don't want to change those laws. No. They are an embarrassment to our country. They're an embarrassment to our intelligence. They're an embarrassment to America. They are an embarrassment to all their constituencies, because they don't care about the results, impacts, and fallout of illegal immigration. They're not worried about changing the laws. They want to actually protect those laws under the premise of, you know what? We want to welcome, we're humanitarians, and it's just horrible because these people are coming simply because they want a better life. They are taking advantage of our country. And it's a shame. And they're allowed to do it because of the Democratic Party, who refuse to come together and say, let's change the laws that make them feel like they can get away with it. All those people are doing is increasing in volume because they have figured out a way to take advantage of the law. So first things first, let's change the laws that encourage them to come. I mean, they are straight up saying, well, heck, if y'all gonna keep that law, all I got to do is scrounge up about 2 or 3 kids and a guy that might say he's my husband, and we just roll over there and y'all just let us roam around. So unless they approach this, if it was a real issue, if they really was serious, they would do everything they could to stop this, starting with changing all the laws that enable it, building all the barriers that we need, and funneling these people through a very small area that would allow our border patrol to do their job. Right now, we're stretched thin. We're being overran. Yeah, we don't have no points of entry. They're just running across the border. And then the sad part is they roll across the border and just say, here I am. Come get me. I got a whole family right here. How long y'all gonna hold us before y'all let us roam around and enjoy Americans' lives? You know, all of that stuff. Congress, particularly the Democrats, are an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment to the whole darn country. And they're not serious about it. And it's a slap in the face to the Border Patrol. And I hope in 2020, every American sees what they're about, expose their goal and objective, and vote they funky, nasty rat tails out completely. So we can then change the laws without needing none of their votes and become a actual logical thinking, practical civilization again. But right now, there's no law and order. Come one, come all. We're going back to the feudal system. Just protect your own area, sitting on a porch in a rocking chair with your shotgun, your squirrely gun, talking about, y'all get on out of here now, keep moving. Get away from my cornfield, because it's just straight lawlessness when it comes down to the Democrats. And they're still getting on TV running interference for this garbage. All right, we're able to recognize it is a problem, but the way Donald Trump wants to solve the problem, that won't work. Well, what about all of the suggestions and requests from the Border Patrol, the people who actually are dealing with the problem every single day? I guess his opinion and their opinion seems to line up, but for whatever reason, because Donald Trump is simply echoing the suggestions and requests from the Border Patrol. All of a sudden, now I guess they're saying also the Border Patrol has stupid ideas that never work. How about Dick Durbin, Nancy, Chuck, all of them, anybody who opposes it, how about you strap it up, put your little helmet on, get you some shields, a little vest, give you a rifle, go ahead down there and help them out. Yeah, since you don't want to build a wall, how about you go and run down a couple coyotes? Yeah, that's what you do. Invade a couple houses where they're keeping traffic, children at, just busting there. Yeah, busting, boom. This is Chuck Schumer. Everybody down on your, how about that? Or even better yet, why don't we just go ahead and when these people get released, we just drive them to all your neighborhoods. Yeah, let's create a problem for them. The people who don't think it's a problem, they need to be aware that it's a problem. Let's create one for them. I'm telling y'all, this would work. Send this video to Border Patrol. Send it to anybody, president, whoever. I'm telling you, order them when they have to drop off large amounts of people. Order them to do it in neighborhoods that Nancy Pelosi and all of these other Democrats, politicians live in. Order them to drop them off there and just let them roll around. Let's see what happens when they do that. I guarantee you, they would be like, where are all these people coming from? You know what? We need to do something about Border Patrol. Let's have a meeting. See, they need to feel it. They need to feel it, man. They want to play games. If I was the president, I'd be like, okay, man. You want to play rough? Okay, let's play rough, man. Drop them off right over there, okay? You want to be a humanitarian, man? You take care of yourself, okay? Who put this thing together, eh? Me, that's who. Who I trust? Me, that's who. I crush you like a cockroach. That's what I would do. Now, you've been listening to Kevin in Kevin's Corner. Check me out every Wednesday, 7:30 live in Kevin's Corner. Also, live on YouTube rather. Also, my radio blog talk show. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and the notification button. Check out Extreme Tees. Links right down there in the bottom. If you click on it, put my name in the promo code, Kevin, you'll get a 20% discount. And don't forget to check me out on Facebook and on Twitter. And we'll see you next time in Kevin's Corner. And I think I said it, but if you want to donate to Kevin in Kevin's Corner, my link is down there as well. All right, God bless you. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.